Lord, I need to continue or remind myself this camera, whatever. This camera is a little hey Irma, wow, long time no see. So I am redoing my hair on this fine, what's today? Wednesday. Wednesday evening. And I know some of y'all was like, oh my God, she forgot. No, I did not. We are on Vlogmas day 22. 22. And yeah, I am listening to someone else's live. I may end up joining that panel if I finish my hair, but I want to jump on and see what y'all are up to. I am not doing anything. It's so good to see you, Blessed Reborn. How you doing, girlfriend? I ain't doing nothing. Like I said, I am redoing my hair, the front part, and listening to a really an interesting conversation. And like I said, I may cam up eventually and go on there because what they're talking about is very interesting. Doesn't necessarily apply to me, but it's very interesting to see what people nowadays in the dating scene, what you guys are going through, the mindset and everything. And so basically, the question on the table is just talking about Black women. Are we in competition with other races and all of that? And ultimately, I really, really believe that the old school way may be out the window, but it's weird to me to have this conversation thinking that, this was in competition. That one, and my whole thing is whatever happened to just meeting someone organically. You like me, I like you, let's get married. And it appears that that's not it. Things are really complicated. And to me, I think social media has complicated a lot of stuff on the dating scene. So anyway, it is about 8:30 here in Arizona, and I wanted to come on because y'all already know I'm doing live miss. And if you're just tuning in or you just peeking in and like, what is she talking about, child? Like I said, I'm over here, I'm doing my hair, and I had to come and finish my commitment for live miss, meaning for the month of December, you have your favorite content creators. They're going live and they're doing a vlogmas every day from usually from the 1st to the 25th. Some overachievers go all the way to the end of the month. I am not sure if I'm going to do that. I do, however, promise a live every day until December 25th. So we shall see. So that's what I'm doing. I'm coming in, doing my commitment. And I, like I said, I committed and said I was going to come say hi, but I did not say that it was going to be a long video. But anyway, just here to chit chat. Like I said, I'm redoing my hair. So anyway, not sure your thumb works. Click the like button to see if it works. Love it. Thank you. She stole my thunder. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. And this is my point too, Bless Reborn. She says, I'm never in competition with other women. Only insecure folks are in competition with others. Exactly. And so this panel is talking as a whole, like there's this whole mega problem with Black women. And oh my goodness, this is happening. And, Black men are being taken away. And why are people taking the Black men? And I just am old school. When we met and that was on that. It had nothing to do with anyone else, what they were doing, how they were doing, or anything like that. And also, unpopular opinion for some people, I think that people should love and marry who they love and marry. Trust me, I understand the breakdown of the Black community. I understand the breakdown of the Black family. However, I think that as a global citizen, as a global thought, I'm not going to sit up here because I'm not going to sit up here and say that I have a problem with people marrying outside of their race. Absolutely, I don't have a problem. Love is love. I'm more concerned about character. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am way more concerned about character. I want my children, one's already married, and I want my children to marry someone that's going to treat them kindly, love God, and has respect and has a sense of morals and standards. That's way more important to me, way more important than skin tone. Way more important. But I know that in some of these YouTube spaces, that's what drives the conversation. And so, like I said, I'm listening in one ear to this panel that is talking, and it's very interesting, and I'm listening as I'm redoing my hair. But I wanted to just come on and say, hey, it's Wednesday. And yeah, so what are you guys up to? What'd you do today? What are you guys up to? What's going on? What's going on with you guys? Like I said, it's 8:30 here on the West Coast. That means it's like 10 o'clock for those of you on the East Coast. I'm winding down my day. Um, and just wanted to come on. I was listening to someone's live, and they were on someone's panel, and they were saying, if I think it was before the billions, I think, but if either it was before the billions or someone else, but they were saying like, hey, I get on the platforms and I'm talking to different people. If I'm not going live and saying hi, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm like, how's my people doing? How's She Stole My Thunder? How's this one? How's that one? So, definitely I understand that what that person is saying, and what they were communicating. Going to start my long weekend now. Yeah, close to 11 p.m. Okay. Starting your long weekend. Exciting. Most of the people that I know, their work day ends. Some people work day ends on Thursday, but most of the people I know still have to work on Friday. So shout out to you guys, work warriors who work and still have to work on this week. So yeah, just joining and seeing how you guys are doing. Let's see. Bless says, just rebraided my hair yesterday. Today I took Buddy to the groomers. He looks and smells so good. You know what? Let me see if I can find a photo of Mr. Winston. Winston, he smells good, but it's been about 2 weeks since he had his last grooming. And he is so fluffy. He's like a whole fluffy, he looks like a fluffy lion. So cute. Hey, Trash Can Waves, good to see you. What's up, bro? Been seeing you all around these YouTube streets. Hope you're doing good, sir. Jenny says, hey, darling, how are you today? I'm doing good, Jenny. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm doing fine, y'all. I'm in the middle of rebraiding my hair, and I know I'm actually was listening to someone else's panel, and I was like, oh, I gotta go live myself. And I'm sitting up here listening to other people, which is fine because it was a very good conversation that they're having. Very interesting. A lot of it doesn't even apply to me because I'm an old married woman, okay? But it just appears that, the conversation is so loud here on the YouTube streets, especially in the Black community, your majority Black channels, where people are just having this discussion. Okay, why men are not choosing Black women, why a lot of Black women are single, why Black men are, that whole thing. And so the panel is talking, and I was very interested in that. But I was like, you know what? Let me do my live real quick. Let me go on and say, hey, let me, finish my hair. I'll finish my hair in a minute. It's still gonna be braided because here, let me tell you a secret about me. I don't like going on the camera looking crazy, but what I don't want to do is add to the stress of doing Vlogmas, Livemas, and then have to worry about my hair. Not doing it. But as soon as this junk is over, and I mean that I don't mean junk literally. Y'all know what I mean, in a slang type of way. I'm taking these braids out, and I can't wait to transform into something else and play with my hair. But I love the braids. Braids happen to be probably one of my top 10 hairstyles for Black women. Love braids. I agree with that. I want someone to respect me or my son. It's not about color. Honestly, Irma, that's just me. And I know people have strong convictions about that. And I just question and I challenge you to make sure that, as you have the right to feel that way, absolutely don't get mad when the white person says the same thing to their kids, or the Indian or the Asian or anyone else. So yeah. CP time. I just remembered why I looked at that comment and just realized why I picked up my phone, because of that old line. I haven't braided my hair in so long. Oh my goodness, She Stole My Thunder. Yeah. I love braids. Like I said, I keep my hair braided, but it's a very simple hairstyle. If I'm traveling, I'm braiding up my hair. If I'm going somewhere where I'm going to the beach and I know I'm going to be in the water, so braiding my hair. Cruise, braiding my hair. Vlogmas, Livemas, braiding my hair, because that is the last thing I want to be worried about is what the heck I'm gonna do with my hair before I hit live or begin broadcast. So yeah. But yeah, I'm doing very good. How you doing, Jenny? Are you studying? Now listen, it's not a dig at you, and I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but I'm just saying, if you still have not done your schoolwork by now, shame on you. She's doing great. Enjoying Melissa. Good. I love my braids. My second favorite is full wigs with high ponytails and high afro puffs. Um, I like a cute puff, high puff bun. Um, when I was younger, I would do wigs, weaves. I do still do wigs, but my absolute second favorite is probably like my clip-ins and stuff like that. So because it allows me to still, style my hair in various hairstyles, but also integrate my own hair in it, so it's not fully covered by a wig. But I don't mind a cute wig now. Don't listen. I love a cute wig. Me too. There are a few YouTubers that I can just sit and listen to. Melissa is one of them. Thank you so much. She stole my thunder. You actually are one of them for me. I love when you're, giving us a tour of arts and history or literature or anything like that. There's some people like I said, I energy matters to me. Energy matters to me, and calm and all of that. If I come to YouTube to be entertained, but I also come to YouTube to entertain. And part of that is I don't want nobody vexing my spirit with their foolishness and mayhem. So if that begins, I'm like, you're not the channel for me. And that's okay, because there's some people that really and truly are like, I don't like her. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm so okay with people saying that I'm not their cup of tea, because I may not be, because everyone is not my cup of tea. There's just some people that I just don't get into for whatever reason. So it's fine. It's all good. But thank you for the compliment. So anyway, yeah, we are on day 22 of Livemas, Vlogmas, and I have a video. I'm going to do a video when this is all said and done, because I've learned so much from completing this, because there in previous years, if you're new to my channel, I am not new to YouTube, okay? And so in previous years, when I attempted Vlogmas, it didn't last long at all. There's a lot of work that goes into Vlogmas, and there's a lot of work that goes into Livemas. Now, again, if you've became a subscriber in the middle of Vlogmas, Livemas 2021, then the thing is, for me, is I normally go live 4 days a week, which is a lot for some people. Most people do not go live, 4 days a week. But I typically go live Monday and Tuesday. I take Wednesday off, and then I do Thursday and Friday. Then I take the whole weekend off. But with Livemas going on, I have been going every day of the week, and I have to say I enjoy it. But one thing I'll say is, what I learned is you have to have a plan. And in the previous years, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have a plan of content, what I was going to do, what time. It was just like, oh, I'm going to do Vlogmas. And the other part about that is, if I can be transparent, I told you guys this before, I'm not really a vlogger. I am not a vlogger, because I'm the type of person, I'm in the moment. And so a true sense of a vlog is, oh, I'm going to Target, turn on the camera. Oh, I'm going out to eat, turn on the camera. That camera, my phone, half the time I leave the gimbal at home. That is the last thing I'm thinking of when I'm out and about with my husband, my kids, or whatever. So a lot of times when I would attempt, I wasn't going live I would go live sporadically. So when I first started my channel, as often as I upload a video now, that's how much I used to go live. few far in between. Live, when I first started YouTube, live was like a mystical thing. You know, only they went live. And when they went live, it was because they had a contest, a giveaway, or whatever, but live was not on and popping like it is now. And so everyone is going live. But what happened was one day I went live and I was like, oh, I like this. And gamers went live. And I was like, oh, I like this. Because as much as I enjoy editing is probably one of my favorite things to do. I don't mind editing. Like when I'm editing my videos and my lives, I'm just sitting there smiling like, girl, you crazy. So I enjoy my own self, girl. I'll be laughing at my own self. But I don't know what happened. I just started going, oh, I do know what happened. I started creating content and I was doing commentary, and then I would go live and go live and go live. And I was like, wait a minute, after this live, you mean to tell me I may have to do a little bit of editing with the thumbnail or whatever, and then keep it uploaded, and whatever the people get, that's what they're going to get. And that's how I do. And so that's why I enjoy it. So Vlogmas, Livemas has been very, very interesting this year. And I'm glad that I decided to do it, because I wasn't going to do it at first. But I'm glad I decided to do it. I learned so much. And the biggest thing that I learned is, number one, you got to do it because you want to do it. You can't do it because other YouTubers are doing it, or you think it's the thing that's going to gain you subscribers and all of that. Because, yeah. Thank you so much, Shannon. She's like, okay, ads, I'm waiting on them to end. LOL. Hey guys, thank you so much, y'all. That's the least that you can do besides liking this video, is to watch the ads. And because it helps us YouTubers out for sure. Speaking of tea, gonna get me some while I'm listening to you. Orange Pekoe or Pecco. Okay. Enjoy your tea. She probably back with the tea, depending on the time that she did this comment. I started to bring some tea up here and do a comment, and just talk while I drink some tea or whatever. But yeah, it warmed up a lot today. Thank God. Ugh. So yeah, I'm so glad that I'm able to see you again. It's been a while. I enjoy you. Thank you, Irma. Like, I was like, where is she at? It's a lot of people I love orange tea, period. Any citrus orange, the lemon, or like anything with citrus. And believe it or not, I'm actually allergic to citrus. Makes me itch. Sometimes I just got rid of a hive on my hand. Nope, it's still on there. But I eat through it. And it all started when I was a little girl, and I discovered it because I was eating mangoes. And it would itch me and make my skin break out. And my mom was like, you need to leave those mangoes alone. Ha! Not happening. And it just so happens I love citrus. I love pineapples. I love oranges. Like anything citrusy, I absolutely love it. And the sour, the better. So that would be something that why is it always stuff that you really love that you're allergic to? I'm gonna eat right through it. I don't even care. I'm gonna eat right through it. I just made a medicine ball. It's 27 degrees. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Wow. Listen, it warmed up finally here. It was beautiful. I just sat, I went poolside. I know, y'all. The sun was out, and I just sat in the lawn chair, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Because I needed that sun. One day, like I said, I'm gonna talk to you guys about seasonal effectiveness disorder. I have it. It's the worst, and it's hard to explain to people because it's not something that's seen. Like, it's not like a disorder or whatever that you can see and go, oh, she has that, so sometimes it appears that you're lazy, or sometimes that you're depressed or whatever, and those are look at me, those are some of the symptoms. But mine doesn't manifest as, look at me, I was doing my braids. Yes, vitamin D is a must. Mine doesn't manifest as depression. It manifests at, it has in the past, but because Arizona is such a sunny place, it doesn't affect me that way. When we lived in Washington State, that's how come we moved here, because it did manifest as depression and cloudiness, and it was just horrible, absolutely horrible. And I didn't realize that, and I used to have it it used to affect me when I lived in northern New York. But I didn't realize that that's what was going on. Ladies, y'all know what it is. You ever go through something? Depression is something that's like this. You ever go through something and you don't realize that that's what it is because number one, either you're ignorant about it or because you're in it. And so that's how I was with seasonal affectiveness disorder. It wasn't until we moved to Washington State. In New York, I'm pretty sure I had it. But then when I went to Washington State, it was bad because at least in New York, even though it was cold as I don't know what, we did get some sun. Washington State was horrible. And I was almost like a zombie. I just kind of was functioning, but not living, if that makes sense. And it was very interesting because when I would come visit my mom, I'd immediately have like a neurological change. Like I'd have energy, I'd be able to complete tasks. And so I was like, I would be flying back and forth very, very often because I liked the way I felt. You know, I could lay out and get energy and, you know, like who said that? Jenny said vitamin D is a must. And my vitamin D levels, when I got my vitamin D levels, when I moved here, I went to the doctor and she said, I don't even know how you are. How are you even getting out of bed? And I said, it was hard. It was absolutely hard. And so if you know what I'm talking about, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because, you know, seasonal affectiveness disorder is terrible because a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people don't know about it. And it's sometimes is manifest as other things. And people don't, if you don't, hey, OG, if you're not careful, you just think, I'm sad, you know, or it's winter blues or whatever. And it's not that. It's yeah. When I was in grad school, I did a paper on it for psychology, and I learned so much about it even after that, because what I learned was, so you know how deer and bear, I don't even know how we got on this, but you know how deer and bears and all of them, like they know, okay, it's time to go hibernate. It's called the circadian rhythm. Okay. So their natural circadian clock tells them it's December, go hibernate. Well, for people like myself with seasonal affectiveness disorder, there's something in us that says go hibernate. And there's a glitch in our rhythm. And so especially when it's dark, what our bodies say is go hibernate, go. And that's what it feels like. That's what it manifests with. And I'm just giving a general view of it. Because that's what it feels like for me. It is like I can literally be in the bed the entire winter. The entire winter. And yes, and the fact that if it's it gets so dark so early, it's like crazy. So I have to fight and I have to get in the ring light, or I have to get a red light or whatever. That's what I had to do in New York and in Washington State. But here I don't really have that problem, other than the fact that the last couple of days were horrible, horrible. And my cousin would be like, what does it feel like? And I'm like, girl, mentally, I'm ready to go conquer the world. But physically, I just feel like I just want to stay in the bed and just go to sleep. Like it's really weird. Like my body is not cooperating. That's what it feels like. So thankfully today was a very good day. Like I said, I went, sat out, got some vitamin D, got some energy, and it's almost like a constant state of sleepiness. Or just I don't know, dragging. I think I explained it. I think y'all know, and some of you might understand. I'm freezing. I'm anemic too, girl. Me too. Tropical fruit is my favorite. Anything in that category. Same thing, Jenny. Like, girl, give me the tropical fruit. Do you have any more Christmas trivia? I do. Let me see if anybody has any questions about seasonal affectiveness disorder. Seasonal depression is really awful, especially here. And I honestly think I'm dealing with the postpartum depression on top. My vitamin D is really extremely low. Arizona is really where I belong. Honestly, a lot of people really thought like, oh my goodness, why'd you guys move? Or like my husband told his job, like medically, we have to move. And I because when we were living there, like my health wasn't declining, but my mental health, like I was just so tired. I would literally go to work, teach in a cloud of a bubble, be like, oh my goodness, I'm there, but I'm not there. And then be dragging, barely have energy to do stuff. And then just go to sleep. Go home and immediately go to sleep. And I'm telling you, I could hibernate like a bear the entire winter until that's why, every time a poll happens and they're like, what's your favorite season? Summer. Give me summer all day, every day. I cannot deal with the winter. And so Shannon, you probably would benefit from moving somewhere south like Arizona, because yes, the past couple of days have been hell as far as it being cloudy. Yesterday was beautiful. Sun came out. It was amazing. But yeah, because I've been to Ohio. I lived Kentucky. I know, yeah. And age has a lot to do with it, with postpartum. If your vitamin D levels are low, and mine was hella low. It was terrible. That doctor said, what do you do? How are you functioning? I said, I barely am. She said, how are you even getting out of bed? And thankfully, my husband was very understanding, because he was like, I'm going to tell you how significant it was. We moved here. Let's say I left on a Monday and we got here on a Wednesday. Say goodbye to my oldest daughter on like a Monday. By the time we got here and was traveling, we went to California and everything. And then we got here, and I think my daughter FaceTimed me like 2 days later or whatever. And she was like, wow, you look like a totally different person. Like she said, you look so energized and you're having fun or whatever. Because even when I would come visit my mom, I realized that when I came here, I would be able to shop. And the point is not to shop. It's the fact that I could be outside doing things the entire day without going, oh my God, I need a nap. And so that's when it was like, okay, I can't function. Stopping at the grocery store after work was a major task. It was like, I don't have the energy. I got to go lay down. And then back then I was coaching. Yeah, I have stories for days on that. So I'm glad that, like I said, my husband, he was supportive. He didn't understand it at first, but then he saw the difference. And then he, saw the medical, like he knew I wasn't BSing him. And he was like, wow, okay, this is really affecting you. And then, we moved, and it was probably the best thing we did. The fact that it's dark here at 4, trust me. Maybe I was going through that. Yes, you could very well, if you live in a state that is, if you live in a state that is really, really gloomy for a long time, and your vitamin, especially for African Americans, because we're known historically, I don't know, DNA wise, I don't know what it's called, but typically our vitamin D levels are low for some reason. So we need to be in the sun more, and we tend to be more anemic. So with all that, and then Shannon, you just having this baby, absolutely, that could be something that you could be dealing with. But again, it's one of those things you don't know until you travel during the winter and you see, whoa, I woke up and was able to do grocery shopping, putt golf, and everything else. Whoa. So that's when I knew, because my husband, I was like, babe, you can't keep flying me out every 3 months. You can't get flowed out every 3 months. It's getting expensive. And I'm so glad and thankful that he trusted and loved me enough to be like, you know what? She needs to be taken care of. Because I was dragging. It's hell. Shannon says, the doctor told me even my joint. Yes, I was just about to say, my joints and chronic pain will improve. I have fibromyalgia and RA, so it's painfully, especially when it's cold. That was me. And I have to tell you, when I moved to Arizona, I'm gonna get to your comments in a second, Patrice. When I moved, when we lived in New York, when we lived in because I reference New York and I reference Washington State because those are the most extreme climates that I've ever lived in. We lived in Kentucky, we lived in Hawaii, those places, but those were the two extremes. And I used to have chronic pain, chronic fatigue, joint pain from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. And I'm telling you, it was like overnight. I didn't have any of that. And now I can tell, like, if the temps are gonna drop, and it's not even an old lady thing. Like I was young even back then. And you're young, so a lot of people will hear this and hear what we're saying, like, oh, okay, well, Melissa, you're 48, you're whatever. No, this is something that can affect anyone, especially if you're prone to being anemic, you're prone to low vitamin D levels, and you live in an environment, a state that it has very harsh winters and long winters. And I'm telling you, my husband, I mean, he was like, well, why? I'm talking my elbows, my wrists, my knees, my hip, everything. And it just would be a constant ache, you know, or sometimes pain, but really constant, and a constant ache. And, you know, a hot bath, but none of that will suffice. None of that will cure it. And I'm telling you, it was like overnight. Move here, and I literally don't have any chronic aches and pains. And if I do, it's because I didn't gain weight. But I know for a fact it has nothing to do with any of the ailments that I had before we moved here. So I understand what you're saying, girl. You are describing my symptoms. I thought, well, you're getting old. No, Ruby King, it's not necessarily getting old. So again, like I said, when I was in graduate school, I did a paper on seasonal affectiveness disorder. And I was like, oh, it's an actual neurological thing, because basically when our body sees sunlight, it signals serotonin and all this stuff to, oh, happy, you're alert, that type of thing. And so it's the same thing when you're talking about the bears and the deer and all of that. Their clock, they have a rhythm. They know. No one has to tell them, go to that cave and hibernate, because they have the cues. Their brain responds. They get the whatever chemicals that are released, and then they're going to go and hibernate. Well, with humans, we have the same type of clock. And sometimes people with SAD, that's what it's called. SAD is there's a glitch. And so where other people can look outside and know I'm a human, I don't hibernate. They in other words, serotonin can still be released even if it's dark. For us, I need some stimulus to say, okay, don't go lay down, don't go to sleep, you're in pain, that whole thing. So don't dismiss it, because even if it's something where you can't move, everybody can't move. Go get you a red light, go get you a bright light, brighten up things. I'm telling you what I used to do. Here's a tip. I was the opposite. You know, when you do your house and it's like, oh, it's fall, let me do dark colors. I had to do the opposite. And I didn't even know why I was doing that. It wasn't even intentional. So when I used to live in those cold places, when it turned winter, I would use yellows and stuff like, I never used dark colors, because subconsciously, I didn't even know that I was helping my psyche. Bless says vitamin D deficiency is what African Americans suffer from. Actually, any brown skinned person, due to melanin in our skin. Absolutely. And look it up. Again, this isn't medical advice. I'm telling you what I went through. Vitamin D deficiency, the symptoms of it and everything. It's severe. It can be very, very severe. OG Patrice says moving from Nevada to Arizona was a must for me. I'm a weather mood person and I need sunshine. I could not live in places like Seattle and such. My vitamin D level was extremely low too. Yes, girl. And see, you got to tell me, because I thought Vegas weather was kind of comparable to ours, but I love it here. I love it here, but mainly I have to be here. And you know, a lot of people like, oh my gosh, are y'all moving again or whatever? Where you gonna move to? And it's like, you don't understand. I live here because I want to live here, but I also live here because physically it is just good for my health. My bones don't ache, none of that. And if it does, I know it's going to rain. I know that it's something else going on. I pulled something at the gym or whatever, but it's not that chronic pain that you feel from top to bottom. And from shoulders to everything. Like, yep, I'm in the same way. I have to. If I move from Arizona, it'll be back to Nevada. Exactly. Okay, yeah, because I know when we go, we can travel from here to Nevada. I mean, depending on which way we go. Of course, we'll go through snow in northern Arizona, but nah, I don't regret this move at all. Sounds just like me. Yeah. And you know what? You just had this baby. And again, um, I know that with everything, when you have a baby and there's certain situations and stuff like that, all that compiled, a lot of times we just dismiss it and we're just like, oh, I'm just sad, or oh, I'm just overwhelmed. But postpartum is real. Postpartum is so real. And you guys are lucky because you guys are growing up in a day and age where people are explaining this stuff. Back when I was having kids, you knew about postpartum, but it was like what 10 people degrees of separation what they got. So you don't worry about it. You're fine, especially in our community. We didn't talk about postpartum. It was like, what? Oh, you just tired, or moms just came in and helped, but they didn't really tell you I'm helping you because you probably feel like XYZ. I remember when we moved to New York, the boy that's 16 now, I was pregnant with him. And so we were in a new state. I was about to drop the baby. I was about to have him, and my husband was on his way to deployment. And so he left. So we moved to the new state. So he left maybe about 4 months after we got to New York, but he also left. The baby was like 2 months old. And mind you, we had our other baby. And, I know now I absolutely was overwhelmed and I absolutely was suffering postpartum. And thank goodness for my oldest son. I always tell him, we laugh about it now because he is a master chef and does very well. But I think back and I'm like, oh, that's why I needed him to help with this, because I just couldn't drag myself out of bed. But again, if you don't respect mental health and what women and the chemical changes, and because that's even what seasonal affectiveness disorder is, it's a chemical imbalance. It's a chemical imbalance. You don't have enough serotonin that's being released. You don't have enough dopamine being released. And so you are down, down, down. And so it's the same thing. You're having these babies and we're having these babies, but nobody's really explaining your chemical imbalance. Hey, dad, cut her some slack. A lot of people, the things we don't talk about, the intrusive thoughts. I don't know where this live going, but the intrusive thoughts, women, we don't talk about the fact that when you're holding and rocking that baby, the thought goes, you're going to drop it. What? Where that thought come from? Or we sit and look at it and make sure that it's breathing because the thought just said, so all of that are things that we understand as women, but do men understand that? When he says, come to bed, and you're like, I just want to sit and stare at the baby to make sure. Or when you tell the dad that's absent, like, hey, this your child, I need you. And they don't find value in that. So it's just very interesting that nowadays, a lot of the conversation, probably too much, because not everybody have everything. Everybody have everything now. But I love the fact that now you can go on YouTube and Melissa can be live and be like, hey, let's talk about seasonal affectiveness disorder. Let's talk about depression. Let's talk about intrusive thoughts. Let's talk about postpartum depression. And you have a good thought and then something clicks and goes, that's what it is. I'm not crazy. I remember, I forgot which kid it was. And it probably was all of them because my parents, listen, tell me I'm not crazy. Y'all probably like, somebody got to agree with me. I remember holding at least one of my kids. I don't remember all of them. And you know how you hold a baby like this? And I had this thing where, you know how you're walking down the hall, I would turn sideways because some intrusive thoughts would be like, you're going to bump the baby's head against the wall. And you're like, now I'm like, all that was a part of postpartum. The intrusive thoughts, the thoughts that you're just terrible. It's gonna, you sit up there crying with the baby and all of that. We have to start valuing, wow, who we are and what our bodies do. And not discounting men, because men, you guys have your ailments. You guys have things that you go through. You guys have those thoughts. And sometimes they are very much invalidated. It's like, no, it's all about the woman and she's having this baby and it's all about her. But can you imagine, ladies, being a man, your wife, even if it's your wife, and she's like, okay, I'm pregnant. And I'm talking about upstanding guys, because, those of us that have previous clowns as donors, that's a whole nother subject. But I'm talking about upstanding guys. Can you imagine a guy that really wants to provide, the pressure that immediately comes? Oh my God, what about this? What about that? What if it's a girl? What if it's that? I'm afraid to hold her. I'm afraid to change the clothes. I'm afraid to, all of that. We discredit, generally speaking, I'm not saying me, but people, society discredits a father. I be thinking sometimes, do men like changing their girl daughter's diapers? There's a lot involved in changing a poopy diaper, okay? But do we allow the man to say, I'm not comfortable with that it's a lot going on, without thinking that he's a perv or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's very true for overweight workers. I used to be an overnight workers. Okay. I used to be an overnighter for 14 years. I was miserable. See? So thank you for confirming my thoughts. So yeah, if you guys are listening and you're like, okay, what she's saying rings a bell. And I live in Ohio, New York, Wisconsin, Seattle. Oh my God, it was terrible. I literally was like a zombie. Sometimes I didn't even know how I got to point A and point B. Please. And my body is not the same. My knees never hurt until I had my baby. Oh girl, let's not even talk about the body changes. Again, if you marry someone or you have a baby with someone that's insensitive to the changes, my first child was a C-section. Even as someone that had a C-section, do you know I didn't realize until years later that they take everything out, pull the baby out, and put everything back in? I had no idea. Of course, I was 19 having them, but still. Or 18, 19. But how many of us, after we had the C-sections and stuff, did the doctor come back and say, hey, this is exactly what we did, besides just saying, oh, we had to give you a C-section. And now you're going to end up with a little shelf. Cute little shelf, but that's fine. But the hormonal changes, like you're carrying an entire human, like you're incubating a human. Trash Can Way says, I don't want to wipe nobody's ass but my own, honestly. I get it. And you know what? My husband never said that, but now that I'm older and our kids are older, whatever, I never thought about the fact that, okay, was he comfortable doing that? Or would he just rather, because I'm telling you, Trash Can Waves, it's intricate. Because it's more than just wiping that. You got to get in there. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's a very intimate situation. So yeah. And of course, I'll say it 90 times over. I would never accuse a man of being a perv if he does clean his female daughter, his female baby's bottom. Absolutely. Would not do that. Because here's the thing, Trash Can Ways. I just had a thought when Shannon started laughing. Don't get nobody pregnant. Because the situation after you done had a baby, listen, I tell my husband all the time, I said, I don't see how a man could treat a woman wrong after he's witnessed her have his baby. And postpartum healing and all of that. Man, every woman should be, treated with the utmost respect when you see that. But then the flip side of that, for a man to stay and support, absolutely should not be taken lightly. Bingo, I would just look at her and cry. I went to get counseling immediately. Yep. Especially when you have situations like so like I said, my first son, me and the dad was not together even after I had the baby. Hell, he was with somebody when I was in labor. Okay. But um especially when you have situations like that, it's not the fairy tale situation. And a lot of people can be like, well, you chose that or whatever. That may be so. But at the end of the day, all those situations still can have an effect on your psyche. But if we don't talk about it and say, hey, this is going to be, we always talk about the physical changes that happen when we are having a baby or when we're aging or whatever. But you don't talk about the mental aspects. You don't really hear that a lot unless it's something that's in comedy or, oh, I'm getting old. It's way more to deal with as an older woman than gray hair. But that can be trippy too. I'm just saying. I thought I was going crazy as well. Jenny Moore says, yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Just I don't know why I'm crying. We just cried, and now thinking about it, it's like after 3 days of sporadic sleeping, half eaten, barely praying you get to the shower. No wonder you have a mental break. You're tired. And I always pray, one daughter probably will never have a baby. That's a whole nother live. But I always pray that whether it's my son and my sons and their future wives, or my daughters that will procreate, I always pray that I'll be able to be there when they are having their babies, and I'll be able to be a blessing to them postpartum, like my mom was. I've always been A plus plus mom, in the sense of, even when as a teenage mom, my mom will tell you, because I didn't want her to ever say, oh, you had this baby so that I can wash him, so that I can change him, so that I can do this. It was months before my mom was like, you want to leave him with me? Can I wash him? And I'm like, oh, sure. So I've always, maternal instincts kicked in immediately for me. But that's something else that we don't talk about. Everyone doesn't have maternal instincts. I can tell you that right now. You ladies in the chat, you know that. And if you are someone that had to have your maternal instincts develop, I'm not downing you for that either. Just develop them. But maternal instincts don't kick in for everyone. Not at all. You're not crazy. I turned 7 sideways too. I have lots of those thoughts. So Shannon, hopefully when those thoughts come in, you remember this conversation and you remember what the truth is. God loves her, God loves you, and those things won't happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, the intrusive thoughts are wild to me. And they were wild to me. Like, oh, you're gonna hit her head on the wall. You're gonna drop him. And you're like, why? Where did that come from? I just picked up a bottle. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to make the formula. I'm sitting here minding my business, breastfeeding, and you're like, oh, thump him in the head. And you're like, I'm not thumping my baby in the head. Like, these are real things. This is serious fun. This is a fun conversation, but it's very serious. I'm revealing a lot about myself, which is fine. Y'all know that. Clown dads are real. Oh God, that's a whole nother live. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Girl, I got so many stories, but I nipped that in the bud immediately. I'm like, you know what? I'm not contacting you for you to be the dad. Not doing it. And of course, 18 years later, it's like, oh, your mom took me from you. Almost us. Negro, please. I don't want to wipe nobody's ass but my own. Honestly, we talked about that. I walk out the bathroom if a kid walk in. I don't want to be alone, accused. I don't want to be alone and accused by a white guy. I can't. My husband did not change my daughter. Her and her explosive messes and the wiping direction. Good Lord. He was like, nope, exactly. Nope. I think just by instinct, unless he was alone with them or something like that. Yeah. But generally speaking, yeah, no. And my sons definitely didn't. But like you said, them explosives, Jesus, just throw it all away. Just throw it all away, hose the baby down, and just pray for everything later. Trash can. Shannon says, please don't procreate if you don't support during and after and in the delivery room. Oh my, I was completely alone. It is unfair. Oh, that's sad. I wasn't alone because my mom was there. And then he ended up showing up afterwards, of course, bebopping in. But yeah, these dudes be clowns, some of them. I knew of a lady whose husband was so insensitive. He was pissed off because he had to wait that 6-week waiting after you have a baby. He was giving her a very hard time. Some men are just jerks. Some men are just immature. If he only knew what was going on in her body, in her emotions and everything else. And if she said, wait, come on. Oh, nah, you forgetting your baby, don't leave him. You need to drop a baby a couple of times to shake the nerves off. No. That's true. I know a lot of women who have multiple kids and never got a clue. No maternal instinct, even 3 kids later. Yeah. Some people really just don't like, and you see them. You can spot someone with a underdeveloped or lack of maternal instinct a mile away. A mile away. Now, I'm not mushy mama. I'm mushy mama with my babies, with my littles or whatever. Once they're like teenagers and stuff like that, I'm not like, oh my gosh, my babies. I don't do all that. I celebrate them being older. I celebrate the fact that they can do things for their own on their own and stuff like that. I'm not a hot mess because they're growing up at all. So yeah, it's just, I don't know how we got on that, but yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip how weather, how seasons can affect your moods. And then I find that there's some people that absolutely hate summer. They hate spring. Spring and summer are my absolute faves. Summer is my jam. Flip-flops. And here's the thing, anybody that knows me personally, I love to buy sneakers. I have a whole closet full of them. But I don't like wearing them that often. If you catch me in some sneakers, it's like, okay, I know I'm going somewhere and I need to put these sneakers on because I don't want to mess up my sandals. But growing up in Florida, flip-flops all the time. They will talk to him before they will their mom. Wow. You talk about somebody with kids, someone whose maternal instincts haven't clicked. Yeah, that's true. They will talk to the dad. They will get their rearing and stuff before they talk to the mom. Yep. I have intrusive thoughts. I just say I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Okay. That's all we can do. And just know the truth. Sometimes and again, like I said, I know we joke a lot and all of that, but I don't even know. It's just, I don't even know. It's just a lot of times we just think it's just us going through whatever. And so even this live alone, talking on this live just proved the fact that no, you're not alone. You're not the only person dealing with that. You're not the only person that deals with seasonal affectiveness disorder, also known as SAD, and like seasonal sadness or whatever. It's amazing that just this topic alone can cause that. And if you are a person that's like insensitive, or you don't believe in postpartum depression and stuff like that, like I knew someone that had a severe case of postpartum. I was really young, so I don't remember specifically, but I remember bits and pieces and stuff. And that person, it's very easy to just like label that person as someone, they're not maternal, or they didn't want that baby or whatever. This person, they couldn't even like hold the baby. Everyone cared for the baby and everything, and she would just lay in bed. And I remember, talking to my mom about it and stuff, and she was like, yeah, she was like that for a minute. And for whatever the reason is, but that's not a normal response. But who talks about it? To say, hey, if you have your baby and you really don't feel like caring for it, Call someone for help. Go knock on your neighbor's door, because that's where the thoughts come in. And you're like, oh, you're a failure. This is a failure, blah, 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 blah. Go hurt your kid. And then you're just like, oh, whoa, where did that come from? Those thoughts, depression, and stupidity sometimes too. I talk back to my intrusive thoughts. I just tell them the actual truth, what it is, and it seems to go away. Yeah, you do. You have to. You absolutely have to. And that's why, again, I don't promote my faith on this channel. I know what my faith is, but to me, you have to have faith in something, because intrusive thoughts, depression, whatever it is, it comes in. And what do you combat it with if you have no faith in anything? Just a thought. Just a thought. Y'all, for me to have jump on and said, hey, we have been on here for an hour. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really didn't expect it. I'm going to go back here in a second to finish braiding my hair. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. And yeah, just continue holding on, y'all. Especially, I said it before, sometimes the holiday season is so rough on a lot of people. For me, I love it. It's not rough on me at all. For some reason, New Year's night, really, I'm in my thoughts. New Year's Eve is just, really, I'm very reflective. I'll say it that way. Even if, we go out, we have a good time, that whole thing, but everyone's smiling and celebrating when they're, anxiety. Me, I'm just bawling for some reason. I've always been that way. It's just been a very reflective night for me. And a lot of it may have to do with the fact that, when I think about people that didn't make it that next year or years before or whatever, I'm just so grateful for life, and I think that's what our creator wants us to be, is to be absolutely grateful for life and to not take life for granted. So when I'm counting down and I'm alive and I'm healthy and my children are alive or whatever, listen, that song get me every time. But I'm a mush. Y'all know that. I'm a mush for sure. So thanks for chatting with me, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Live Miss Day 22. We did that, y'all. We got a couple of more days. And Christmas Eve is gonna be wild. My daughter, I told her, I said, I'm not promoting your channel and putting you on and having you come on until you're consistent. And that's like the curse of the YouTuber. Where it's like I'm creating, but then I'm falling off, and then I'm not. And it's like when you become, like, to me, it's almost like anything that you focus on, it grows. And it's the same thing that happens with YouTube. Once I got serious and just was consistent, and I didn't care about subscribers. When I say I don't care about subscribers, that's not what's driving me. I'm not waking up every day going for it. That's not my focus. It's about content and being consistent for me. And so I told her, I was like, and she has good content, like the girl, makeup, vlogs, all of that, very good content. But I'm like, sis, look now, you got to be consistent. I thought I was the only one with repetitive voices in my head. What them voices be saying to you? What them voices? The only voices I don't hear voices in my head, but the worst thoughts are like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And I'd be like, oh, not today. Not today. Those are the ones I really got to talk to, because I'm like, not today. That's not true. And that's not true. And that's not true. Oh, you want to play trivia? Okay, let's play a little bit of trivia. She's like, look, now, what's this? I'm looking at something. It looked like I'm looking at my timestamps. Sometimes if I don't get my timestamps right, YouTube be like, what are you talking about? That's not in the correct order. All right, let's go. Like a whole inner monologue. Listen, 3 a.m, man, my mind be, but I'm an overthinker anyway. I've been working on that. So I've gotten very I'm in my email. That's probably not a good thing to do right now. I've been working on that, so it's not as bad. Let's see. It's not as bad, but it can be bad. But that's that. But thoughts can be like that, whether it's intrusive thoughts or whatever. If you don't hold them captive, them things can run away, and yeah, it can be bad. All right, so these are easy. I'm not doing this. Where does the Santa Claus live? We already know that. Ain't doing that. Nope. That's easy. Let me see if I can find a better one. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll be able to share this. I'll share this screen. So we talked about this. Jingle All the Way. Trash Can Waves said this before. Jingle All the Way, who was the star? The star of Jingle All the Way. Who was the star of the Christmas movie Jingle All the Way? You know what? I think my food is here. I think my food is here. Mm-mm-mm. The star of Jingle All the Way. Who's the star? Who's the star? All right. Y'all know who that is. That's an easy one. Yep. Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that's the answer. Yep. That's easy. Who tries to stop Christmas? That's easy. Who tries to stop Christmas from coming by stealing all the things of Christmas from the Who's? That's easy. I'm not. Let me see. Sinbad. Nope. The Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Who was the star? Okay. What? Oh, this. You guys should know this. What is the first name of Scrooge, the principal character of the novel A Christmas Carol? Y'all know that. What's Scrooge's first name? That's definitely easy. I'm on fire. Grinch. Scrooge's first name. All right, here we go. No. Ebenezer. Yes, yes, yes. Oh wow. This I think I know. Who is the author of A Christmas Carol? You got to say the full name. It's that long name person. Who was the author of A Christmas Carol? I knew it was an E word. Exactly. He said Elmer. Oh, geez. Let it snow, let it snow. Let me. Yep. Charles Dickens. But I thought it was I think he had three names. Let's see. Charles Dickens. Okay. You know who I'm thinking of? Hans Christian Andersen, but it is Charles Dickens. How many ghosts were there in A Christmas Carol? How many ghosts? How many ghosts? What'd she say? Shannon Jackson, click the live button. What live button? Is she behind? Was it three? Past, present, future. Okay. See, I thought it was just two, past and present. Four? Oh, hold up. Let me see. What are the ghosts in Christmas Carol? Oh, wow. Oh, Jacob Marley, Jacob Marley and the spirits of Christmas past, present, and future. So is Jacob Marley the first guy? Oh, his own ghost. Oh, that was a trick question. But okay. Shannon behind like a mother. Shannon hit refreshed or something. Okay. Ooh, why am I drawing a blank? What was the name of the animated Christmas movie featuring Tom Hanks? Why am I drawing a blank? Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks. I don't know that. Lord have mercy, I don't know this one. Why? Because my answer was behind. I was showering. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm live. Don't answer. Don't say. What you doing?
On my way to Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
Look, man, look.
I cannot. Turn him around and get him off of there. I can't. I cannot. Look at him. Toy Story was not Polar. You're right, Jenny. It was Polar Express. Let me see, babe. He done made him into an elf, y'all. He got a little elf costume. He gonna be mad at you, babe. I cannot. But can you get him off my dining room table? Please. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, babe. I see you. All right. Bye. Lord, he looking crazy. Better get that dog off my dining. Yeah, I know that's the front dining room table. We don't use it often, but don't do that. Yeah, you're right. Where is it? The Polar Express. You know why I was drawing a blank? Because I can't stand that movie. I always fall asleep on it, but my kids insist. And when I say kids, y'all know I have grown kids. They not little mites. They're not tiny tots. These grown kids, all the way to the 30-year-old, they insist on it. Well, he's not 30 yet, so I'm not gonna push my age with his. But yeah, they love that show. Trash can. I don't have AD. She said, it was that train movie. Oh my God, what is it? Polar Express. Yeah, I was like, what? Don't be sending D pics. Family dog's difference. I can touch my dog and eat at the same time, and he is very clean, and he's fine. Like he's a little, y'all know he ain't but this big, but get off my table. Shannon Jackson, y'all laughing. All right, so let's see the next one. We've talked about this the last time. What made Frosty come to life in the movie? It was the man's hat. This is easy. Why did the other reindeer pick on Rudolph? We know that. Of course, because yeah, family dogs are different for sure. Y'all laughing. Yeah, because of that old darn carrot nose and red nose. Ooh, what's this? What toy has magical powers and powers that go on a new adventure every night after the kids go to sleep? Let me peek at it real quick. Oh, okay. This is for you modern families. What toy has magical powers that go on a new adventure every night after the kids go to sleep? We didn't do that. We didn't do that growing up. We didn't have this. But y'all really be serious about this darn toy. You would even say it glows. Yep. No, not Toy Story. Elf on the Shelf. Yep. Elf on the Shelf. Can't wait for it to leave. Oh my gosh. Jenny, what is the craziest thing that you've done with, first of all, what's your elf's name? And what's the craziest thing that you have done with the elf? So, of course, when leave a comment down below. Exactly. Shannon says, Jenny, I am not dealing with that elf. Nope, not even starting it. Toy Story, nope, it's Elf on a Shelf. So of course, when that's very new as far as time is concerned. So Elf on a Shelf was not something when I was growing up. It's a cute concept. Now, my kids didn't believe in Santa, so, but I think I may have been, I may have done, I might have done, what the heck I may have done. I might have done Elf on a Shelf when they were little, if it was a thing. Because when I was teaching, of course, I had to move the darn elf in the classroom. And I got creative. That sucker was hang gliding sometimes. But the thing is, nowadays, the elves are like, they're mischievous. Y'all saw the lady? Let me find it. The lady that made her elf cut her kid's hair. I'm like, and it was a girl, wasn't even a boy. I'm like, y'all taking it too far. Elf on a damn Shelf, a white voodoo doll, point blank, period. I'd get a home broadcast system, and when the kids pick it up, I'll say, put me down in the Scary Barry voice. Put me down. People quit me out hanging it on their toilets. See, She said, I put it in an Oreo jar to curb my daughter's snacking. She's 8. Her name is Samantha. Hey, Samantha. Oh, let Samantha get all the snacks. I get in full grandmother mode, and I'm not even a grandmother, but I get in full Mimi mode when it comes to the kids. Let her have all the snacks. Let me see if I can find Elf on the Shelf when the lady cut her. Let the kids cut the hair. That's so. See, they be taking it too far. Have y'all seen the one where the Elf on the Shelf was frozen? They froze it, and then they made it look like Elsa was like frozen. Froze it. All right. So this isn't funny to me, but whatever. We're gonna go back to trivia here in a second, but check out this video. People take it too far, too far. All right, let's see.
Whose hair is that?
Daddy's. Is it Daddy's head, Mom? Look what the face are doing.
Hey, bud.
Whose hair is that?
Your hair.
Looks like it's all there to me.
No.
Oh no, sir.
The middle. Daddy, go look in the mirror.
Oh my gosh.
Go look in the mirror.
What the heck? The elf mates cut it off last night. I want to touch it. Yeah, I do not believe it.
I don't believe it either. Child. So that is extreme. Very. First, let me talk about Melissa New Glasses. How Melissa got her groove back. Angela Bassett specs. So funny. My son is a clown. And so we all know that the rainbow means many things to many people. And so for me, it means promise. But apparently, there's a such thing as being, so you know how people say, I'm a dog mom, or I'm a cat mom, or I'm a whatever. I don't say that. I refuse. That's a whole nother debate. Because my husband be like, oh, you're a dog mom. And I'm like, I'm not a dog mom. He's not my child, even though I definitely rock him like he's a child. My maternal instincts pick in, and I just be holding his little tiny behind with that little head. I make sure he eats and all that stuff. But my son is a clown. And so he said, oh, you're a gay mom. And I said, what? I mean, I am, but what you mean? Like, I'm not. He was like, no, that's a saying. Like, when parents have a child like that, that's what they call themselves. I said, child, no, these are just rainbow glasses. Happen to be rainbow frames that I really, really like. Here's another pair. But my son is crazy. And so is my daughter. So she thought that was funny. Because she's, but yeah. I don't like to wear these on live because I feel like it's giving like a cast. I'm trying to decide if I want to take them back, but I have those as well. Thank you, Trash Can Waves. I don't just buy one pair. I bought like 5 pair. I never just buy one pair of glasses. It's always gay happy. No, these are my rainbow glasses. Ain't got nothing to do with being gay or gay mom. My son is crazy. And so he took a picture of me in these glasses and then sent them to my daughter. I'm like, that's between y'all. This year they're cutting holes in kids. I saw that cutting holes in the kids' shirts in the pajamas. I'm like, come on. Or get an elf costume and replace the doll with myself while the kids sleep. Oh Lord, have mercy. Not funny at all. My cousin's got some rainbow draws, but threw them away when he added the brown band. My cousin got some rainbow draws, but threw them away when he added the brown band. I don't understand that. Gay means happy, not funny at all. My cousin got some rainbow. Okay, I don't understand that. Oh Lord, not the brown band. But threw him away when he added the brown. Oh, okay. That's what my first thought was, but I was like, but he added it. Do you add the brown band? Child. Anyway. But yep, these are my new glasses, one of them. And yeah. Brown ain't supposed to be on the rainbow, Melissa. Oh, I know that. That's what I was saying. I was like, I think that's what he's talking about. That was a trivia question we did last year with the family. We were like, name the colors of the rainbow. Man, I won. Right, Jenny, I got it. I got it initially, but I was like, that can't be what he's talking about. But then I remember it's Trash Can Waves. That is exactly what he's talking about. So yeah, that's that darn. That's the toy. Why couldn't Ralphie have a BB gun in A Christmas Story? Yeah, I read way into that. I did, Shannon. Why can't Ralphie have the gun? His mom told him over and over and over again. That's what she told him. You should try out. Oh, that's easy. Okay, let me get some more trivia. No, let's do this. We had fun with this the other day. Oh, misspelled that. Oh yeah, y'all. Oh my goodness. So let me see. Make sure it's still sharing. Cutting holes in children's shirt. Yep. You got that one. Yes, bless. Cutting holes in children's shirt. Yes, shirt, the whole pajamas, everything. Kids wake up with everything cut up. It's ridiculous. I thought you was thinking my gay joke was my gay mom wasn't funny. I was like, Lord, I didn't offended her. I didn't mean to, but I mean, I think I get to say the joke. You know that house is about 45 miles from you. I was wondering how far you were away from that. I know it's like a museum now, that house. But y'all, let's look at some crazy photos. We did this the other day. If you missed that live where all of my content creator live for Saturday, we had some fun. But one of the things look at this. One of the things we did was look at family Christmas photos. And here you have this photo. I don't even know why. I don't even know. Thanks to yeah. Never mind, that had nothing to do with that. Why does the mom have the Christmas presents boxes on her feet? Is this a theme? And then, okay. minutes. Don't shortchange us. You want to do the trivia? We can go back to the trivia. Trivia or the photos? I ain't gonna shortchange you now. Ooh. Ooh. Where is John when I need him? My goodness, today. They won the ugly sweater contest. What? My frames don't have nothing on hers. And the poor dog is looking like, why? Wow. They won. They won. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this looks like mom and dad and the kids. And they were like, hey, kids. Mom doesn't have any clothes on. Look like she's skinny dipping in the hot tub. And then somebody said, well, let's take a picture. And that's what they came up with. I would be that mom. I'm ridiculous. I know you've seen my Thanksgiving turkey dress. Absolutely, I've seen it. You're like my cousin. I'm typically not that fun. My cousin. And then it gets to the point where I look for crazy stuff for her to wear. Here's a headband. Hey, I found these earrings. And I'm talking every holiday, every situation. She looked for it. We were specifically called your favorites. You sure were. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. You were my favorite. You guys are my favorites. And I'm sorry if anybody got offended. But again, they were letting people rent it for sleep. And I never, all this COVID, I mean, with, yes, they said you can rent it. What did they say? For one night, I think, or for 45 minutes or something like that. I remember that. We specifically called, yep, you were. I would be that mom. Nope. I'm becoming that fun, but yeah. Oh. What's going on here? What in the Amish? Or I'm not gonna do the Amish like that. What in the weird? He has a headband on. She has that backdrop is sending me. The horse got the little thing. I'm done. And then we have pictures in the background of all of them. I don't even know, y'all. I don't know what's going on here. He's happy. Oh, come on now. Listen. Wow. Early 80s, for sure. You got them short shorts. You got this little leotard thing. The cheerleader outfit is screaming early 80s. They brought the packages, and it's Arizona, Jesus. Allegedly, probably because of the cactus right there. But they brought the stockings out, and they brought the little presents out. I remember these socks. What brand is that? It's not Converse. Y'all remember Stadia's? I don't think that's Stadia though. Might be. Oh, this is funny. I guess. That what we're going for. This is a Christmas photo? Okay. That's weird. Hello. Something similar to it. I don't know. Hold on one second. No, I don't like those. Let me look on the menu, and then I'll call you because I don't know what they have. I don't know. Oh. Okay. What is Oh my goodness. That's weird. Look at the face. It's cute though. I should send it to my daughter and be like, she said, oh my, the swimsuits, right? These are Christmas photos, awkward Christmas photos. I'm not even gonna comment. I'm moving. I don't know. This is not so bad. Definitely would win the ugly sweater contest, but okay, they won. They won. She said, we're going to be toy soldiers this year. Yeah. They won. Shannon, this you, your future husband and the kids. Lord have mercy. Merry Christmas. Oh, okay. Wow. So this is okay. So for people that are like, we didn't do that back in the day. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It's a human Christmas tree. It's a human Christmas tree. Somebody said, I know, let's get green trash bags, put it over our head and get some tulle and let's do that. Man, where's this family at right now? And you know what? Looking at them, they don't all look alike. So is this for the office? I don't know. I'm so done. Oh, okay. Come listen. I gotta send this one to my kids. Why? Why? He said, listen, come here, girl. He said, come here, girl. Let's see what they say. He wins the ugly sweater contest at the party. Oh, okay. He says, I don't have time. I'm Santa, doggone it. I'm the mailman and I'm Santa. Don't try me. Got these kids thinking it's a Santa. Nope. It's me, the mailman. Don't you see the gift in the back? Hilarious. Oh, it gets better. Oh, it gets better. What is happening here? He said, come open your present, girl, didn't he? Serial killer edition. How to get rid of a family, a lopsided one. Looked like a crime scene. The Nutcrackers. Oh my, yes. Y'all, this is bad. It gets worse. I feel like the kid on the left side knows that it's a bad idea, so he's just smirking like, I'm just doing this because my mom be tripping. That's the only reason why. The little kid on the right is a little weirdo, so he loves it. He is all into this. I don't even know how. Listen. All right. I don't want your little funky ad. There we go. Oh. Okay. So I want you guys to stand all in front of each other. Littlest one in the front, ascending to the back, and everyone hold everyone's shoulders. And you in the front, just keep your hands down. Oh Lord, bless this family. It's giving me 80s vibe again, looking at the trees and the ornaments. Definitely. Oh, what's happening here? I'm not gonna pick on my man with the face tattoos if that's what y'all want to do. Oh, drug free. That's what the awkward part is. Man, face tattoos, that's a whole nother live conversation. Wow. Okay. Okay. What does that say in the back? Tankini. I don't know. So this is what Christmas looks like on a nudist thing. Beach. Place. Wow. I don't know. Little kid, the oldest kid, looks like this is his favorite time of year. He loves when they come here for December because he knows he's going to have some fun. Very creepy, I think. His wife told him she like a man in uniform, so he thought he'd do that. Oh, my word. Oh. This is so big game hunting and or owning, big game animals. I'm assuming wildlife. I'm assuming that this is that they are owning it. And I bet 9 times out of 10 this family has money. Because I think that's part of what they do. But anyway, whether they have money or not, Little Miss she understood the assignment. She's like, I'm here. She is posing. The only problem that I have is I can't tell which one is mom. I thought the lady in front would be mom. But then again, there's the lady with the shoulder. So I don't know. This is suspicious. Or is that, let's see, who all look alike? I don't know. Who's mom here? And then the two animals are just having their way. They just like, oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Happy holidays. Why is he in a diaper? Why is he in a diaper? Why? No one was smiling here. Everybody was smiling, but why are their eyes closed? They blinked. But it doesn't look like a blink. Did they all blink? Close your eyes. When I count to 3. This is weird. Oh, look at her. She done. She is done. Get me out of here. And the little brother is having the time of his life. Oh, my Lord. Happy holidays. I think he was drunk. Something. His wife told, okay, we got that. Creepy. How many more we want to do? What? Why? Oh, there's a lot of kids. View. Zoom out. There we go. Wow. Okay. All right. I see it. Okay, wait. So mom and dad is top left right here. Then there's a husband and wife probably right here. Grandma has a baby. She's holding a baby. She's holding a newborn. Then you got Jeff, Johnny, Jethro, Janessa, Jennifer. Wow, this a lot. There's a lot going on here. And it's just a bad idea. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Forget ugly sweater. Forget ugly sweater. This whole photo is just not it. Look at her smile. She's so proud. She is so proud. She was like, Jason, you're going to get the green vest with the green shirt. Jonathan, you're going to get the red vest, but you're going to also match Jason. And you guys wear your khaki pants. And me and your dad, we're going to have both colors. Okay. And he looking at me like, okay, what you laughing at, Melissa? Because your frames are just as large as mine. And this is 1970. So what is your issue? Well, Frank, large frames are back in style and have been for a couple of years now. So don't at me, okay? And she's like, yes, my dear, I know. This photo is talking to me. This photo is talking to me. Jethro, they look a mess. Yes, it's terrible. All right, I got a few more and then I'm getting off here. I love hanging out with y'all though. Oh, what? 1984. See, this is okay. This says happy holidays from Tom, Beth, and Mac. And if you look closely, for those of you that may be of a certain age that don't realize it, that is the first Mac computer. I recognize the little floppy disk thing and all. But that is equivalent to us nowadays. So this was 1984. That is equivalent to us sending out a card and saying happy birthday from Tom, Beth, and iPhone. What, like, why? Let me do this. Let me take a picture for my kids. This is crazy. Crazy. They drunk. That's all this is. I don't see nothing too wrong with that. They just drunk. Oh, this don't feel right. This is definitely, well, I was gonna say 70s, but early 80s probably. But we're not bright enough. Let me see the jeans. What kind of shirt that would love peace? This is 70s. The bandana look is throwing me off for the 70s, but this is definitely late 70s, tapping into the 80s because I'm looking at old boy with his cut off shirt sleeves. And we have a little baby tattoo right here. Oh, everyone's tatted, even if it's temporary. She got one on her stomach. He got it on her arm. And dad, okay, mom's got it on her chest. Well, Cindy got hers. She don't have any. Cindy got it on her face. Okay. She does. She has one on her face. And they showing y'all too. Okay. I listen, no judgment here. Y'all go for it. All right. On this note, I'm done. On this note, I am done. Hello, all. Hey, Adrian, good to see you. I saw you last night on Before the Billions Marathon Live. I ain't the one, but kudos and congratulations to him. Because I went to sleep and woke back up and he was still going. Went live and he was still going. But anyway, this is where I'm going to end it. Because why? Look at the monkey in her little dress. I can't. Let me go through these real quick. Okay, that's weird. The dog looks like he knows it's weird. Oh. Okay. So the photographer said, okay, Samuel, you get in the front with a red nose. Jessica, you get in the middle. Amanda, you get in the end. But all of you, they have tails. They have tails. Let me zoom in. It's not letting me. They have tails, and he brought in the rocking chair from outside. I can't. First of all, we've already discussed a little bit earlier that I do not like to be cold, and I don't like the feeling of being cold. So I'm definitely not going to get on all fours outside in the snow for a photo as awkward as this. There's not even 8 of you. I'm annoyed. All right, you said I could skip. Oh. This is weird. This is the same backdrop of that other photo. Y'all remember the one way in the beginning, the dad and the mom were in there and they had the rocking horse and the weird lights and all of that. Okay, so they just weird. Oh my. Okay. I'm here for the diversity, but why so many of you guys? And who belongs to who? Like, what's happening here? So it's some sort of religious, I ain't gonna say religious type thing, but it's giving me girls down, women and children down at the bottom and the men at the top. And then, this is so much. And then definitely 80s because the blue eyeshadow. Wow, this is weird. And then you got Santa right there. And then Beth right here is out of there. She's like, this is not fun. All right. Just when I think, okay, I'm done. And then he is. Oh Lord, world's best dad. Of the picture of the dog right there, and the dog is sitting there looking, got the same look on his face. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have it. All right, now I'm committed. I gotta finish before I end this live. This is so weird. So we got the couples right here, and the photographer was like, "Okay, look up at your children as you have." This would have been cute if they would have had like an overwhelming look on their face as if to say, come get your kids. That would have been funny. But looking at the two parents kiss as you hold their kids, that's not funny to me or whatever. Real talk, the men were hating on my escaping black Hercules unscathed on B2B. I know. Saying and all his wives. Yes, I was getting cult vibes from that one. He has a monkey in the dress and he has no pants on. Weird. Yeah, mom looks like Olivia Newton-John. Yep, didn't she? The tattoo mom. She did. Okay. So we're all out for a Christmas stroll, Christmas morning. You know, we opened up our gifts and we're all happy. And let's go to the park. Let's take Timmy to the park. So we all go to the park and it's like, wait, I got an idea. Let's all go to the porta potties and then open them up when I count to 3. And then let's say cheese. It's going to be so fun. Fun fact, I hate porta potties. I will drive from the park or wherever I'm at to find a hotel and use their bathroom before I use a porta potty. Number one, because I'm always like leery that the thing is going to turn over or something. So no, not doing it. Oh. All right, you got to look a little closer at the dogs. They're having fun. Trash can waves. I'm waiting for your comedy concerning this. Because the two dogs were very, very excited during the family photo shoot. And everybody thought it was funny. And it would be hilarious. Even the little kid they're pointing, actually. All right, let me get out of here. That's not weird. Okay, Miss Playboy Bunny. Okay. Why do they have on the pink bunny ears and she got on the black? Oh, that's creepy. Oh, Lord. Why y'all do this, Granny? Okay, they thought about that. Charlie's Angels. You got Yoda, the poodle. Y'all, I'm getting out of here. They're getting silly at this point. All right, here you go. This is where I'm committed. I was going to say this is where we end it, but I can't. But this is it right here, y'all. This is the photo. I thought the other dude won, but why? Man. If porta potty wash slush up and kiss my cheeks, I'm going to die. She making up fairy tales. Something. All right. Let's go. And now I'm committed. Like I want to end the live, but why? I got an idea. Let's all use the boxes and wrap them up and then take pictures. Tactical Santa. Come on now. There's so much I want to say about this, but I'm a kind-hearted person and I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to leave it here and move on. Definitely. Okay. All right. This is okay. It's dated, but oh Lord. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I mean, I ain't gonna knock this. Oof. Let me see. Wait, I think the mom is a little person. Because that's like, this is her hand. And so if that's all where her arm goes, then okay. I don't know what's going on with the red makeup. I don't have nothing to say. It could be lighting or okay. This is a little bit more up to date. That tree is really lacking. But I'd say this picture is like in the 90s. But why they put the dunce hat on mama? Everybody else, mama got to wear the hat. Nobody else looking silly. Okay. Sometimes you got to let your pets be pets and let them have their gadgets. There's no point in this. And the dog is looking like, look at these fools. Okay, it's not awkward. It is what it is. I don't find that awkward. Okay, now this is an old one. We got the monkey. All right. They look, oh wait. Okay. The Cool family. And if you don't see it, they all have cigarettes in their mouth. The entire family, including that little one down there. Well, the 3 little ones. Everyone's holding a cigarette. So this is like in the 80s, 70s, 80s. Okay. That is it. I had the sunburn is throwing me off. Yes. The sunburn was throwing me way off because I was like, okay, what's happening here? Shannon's like, just keep going, girl. I was committed because I was like, okay, this one takes, yes, baby cigarettes, child, whatever. This live went longer than I really anticipated, and I'm here for it. I love you guys, and I love the fact that you guys humor me. I will be back. What's tomorrow? Thursday. I will be back. If what was I gonna say? I was thinking I may be back because there's a lot of things that's trending, but make sure you check out the live that I did yesterday talking about a few topics, including this situation with Devin Franklin and Megan Good. Kids pretend they smoking. Yeah, I did. I used to pretend. And then listen, I got a whole smoking story. I ain't touched a cigarette since. I was like, listen, I'll tell you the story. But you got to come back. You know what? I was about to say I was bad, but I really wasn't. I can't say that. I wasn't bad. That was bad. That was a bad choice. But, it goes to show, if you smoke or drink or whatever as a parent, you run the risk of your kid picking up your butts and cigarette butts and drinking and everything else. So, yeah, as they're pretending. I'll tell you guys that story one day. Y'all remind me. Be like, Melissa, tell us the smoking story. That was fun. Thank you, Bless Reborn, for hanging and kicking it with me. And those of you that are catching the replay, some of y'all probably dropped out by now, but leave a comment down below if you, I don't know, if you want, just say, hey, come in and say, hey. All right. So these two are talking to each other and I'm going to let them. And let's see. This has been the whole 2 hours. This has been so great. Again, thank you guys. I really just came in to say, hey, real quick, I'm redoing my hair. And I said, you know what? Let me come in and say hey to my family. It does feel a bit awkward. Not awkward. Like I miss going live. I'm like, oh, I got to go live. And not in the sense of being irresponsible and not having family time. Just like, oh, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. So even when Gertrude, no, was it Gertrude that came in? It wasn't Gertrude. What was her name? Jenny always come in. I'm scrolling up. Wasn't Ruby, because Ruby show up. You hear me? Ruby come in. Irma. I just wanted to make sure I'm calling the right name. But yeah, I'm going to head out, finish doing my hair. We have, oh my gosh, 3 more days till Christmas. She said smoking story. I'm going to tell you the smoking story. But you got to come back. I'll tell you tomorrow. Oh my gosh. My mother said I scared her to death. Yeah, it's a funny story. Oh, wow. It's been 2 hours. I know. It's literally been 2 hours. And I literally just came on and went, I'm going to say hi. And I noticed that a few people are live. And I'm like, people will come in and out. I don't worry about that. I'll listen. I'll be sitting here talking to myself. I've done it before. Or talking to 2 people or 3 people. That ain't what it's about for me. So absolutely. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. So we'll be back. Okay. We all have our truths. We all do. Yeah, I didn't get into that conversation last night. Adrian was holding her own. I was in and out, and I knew I wasn't gonna cam up because I was just like, I'm not getting involved in that conversation. Not doing it. Yeah. So that's it. We got all the pictures and fun and everything, and thank you guys. Wait, did I show y'all my snow? I don't think I showed y'all. When I'm bored, I just be doing stuff. But let me say thank you for all the support and everything coming in as I am doing Livemas coming in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it to its fullest. You guys are great. What's this? So, anyway, let me read these 2 comments and I'm out of here. Real talk, say a prayer for me. I don't feel compelled to snatch a chicken. Oh, Lord. Snatch a chick. Nah. I told Adrian Nash up, Melissa. You did? I'm going to catch the replay. Because I just was peeking in and out. Let's see your nails. Let's see. No. I don't know. Girl. I'll take a picture and show you. But this hand, though, that's like diamonds or whatever. There we go. That's what I can do. Like that. And then that one. And then this one's plain, and that one just has a big one. And then Santa. So yeah. It's almost time for me to do them over. I might do them over. It just takes so much time. Yeah. So what y'all getting into? Let's see who's live on my thing, because we all don't follow the same people. Yeah. Oh, Kevin Samuels. Okay. I ain't going over there. All right. Who else? Nope. After a while, after jumping on and all of that, I'd be so done jumping on lives. I do my rounds and then I'm like, I'm out of here. I ain't getting on nothing else. Not another one. So anyway, or that one. That's cute. That's the one. That's the one. Not unturned it into a work live stream. But that's the one. So anyway, y'all, I'm heading out. Adrian Nash, you did not. Y'all laughing. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit because, like I said, I was in and out. I wasn't really dedicated to really listening to what you guys were talking about. So anyway, I'm gonna go finish my hair. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we're gonna get into some breaking news and some trending topics. I have not done that. I haven't listen. I didn't do it today. That's what I'm saying because I did do it yesterday. So if you want to see what that's about, make sure. Oh, he took it down. Oh, well. Maybe he's editing it and put it back up. Why? Okay, here's the thing. Why did he take it down? Did it go south? Like, why did he take it down? Or do you think he's editing it to bring things back up? And do you watch mukbangs? I have slowed down mukbangs a lot now. There are a few people that we watch, but not as much as we used to back in the day. Because every time I watch a mukbang, I'm inspired to want to eat what they eat. So no, I don't really watch it as much. But I'll show you the person who I watch. This child can put down so much food, it's ridiculous. But this is my girl. But when she, like I said, I don't watch them because I wanna eat immediately. So when I used to watch Be Love, immediately I used to want to look at this girl. But see, now I'm sitting up here watching it, and then I want some noodles. So no, I don't watch them too often anymore. How does she eat all this, y'all? That's too much. Adrian Nash, you know I got nothing but love for you, baby. Trash can ways. I would think that you would respect my integrity. Mukbangs. Okay. All right. So tell me, y'all, what went south with it? What happened? I mean, she got a mic. Look at all this food. Ain't got the nerve to blow it. Nope. Anyway. Trash can ways, it won't happen again. Y'all tell me what happened. Anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow because I'm at the 2 hour mark, and I'm kind of done because I'm hungry, I think. Yeah. So anyway, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna head out so I can finish doing my hair, and I'll be bright and freshly redone. And tomorrow, okay, wait. Every time I'm ready to let's see, Adrian Nash. I'm gonna keep all my family's domestic cooking skills and child soothing skills to myself. Good. All right, my friends. So yeah, have a good night. As I always say, be kind to people because listen, what we see in the news, people are going through some stuff. So we never know what people are going through. And yeah, if they don't deserve kindness, then just peace and then dip out. Anyway, I'm going to sleep because I think at this point I'm just saying anything. Doggone it. Here come another comment. The noises are gross. Yes, exactly. But she can eat. That's what's so amazing. She can eat so much food. But anyway, if I'm doing my I know I'm not doing my hair on live. I'm not that YouTuber at all. Some YouTubers can come and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do my nope." That ain't my anointing. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna finish doing what I need to do. And in the meantime, I will see you guys tomorrow on a new live. Doggone it, here come another comment. Mukbangers are yes, they do have health problems. That's a whole nother live. I'm telling you, and I always said if I ever do a mukbang, and anytime I've ever done a mukbang, it was a sensible one person portion. I've never done like a whole table full of food and enough for that. That's too much. And a lot of the old school, like depending on how long you've been on YouTube, watching YouTube, some of them people have passed away. And you'll see people in the comment section kind of giving advice to some of your favorite popular ones now, and they'll be like, mind your business. So I'll be like, listen, sis, I'm just saying, you don't want to eat like that. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, if I get bored, I'll be back. But right now I'm not bored. I got to do my hair. Peace.